Hey, hello everyone. Good afternoon. Okay.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Good afternoon,
sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Okay, good afternoon, guys. Okay, then. So, yes, before starting it again, any doubt from the previous session? Anyone?
Yes, sir. One doubt, sir.
Yep.
Uh, can you explain again equivalent class participant ECP?
So, what you understood, Kailash?
Sir, I understood that dividing into equal part. It means we can collect one part also now, like 1,000. Why need equivalent class participant? That one question.
That's what I have explained yesterday. Okay, we have to test with the multiple data. Okay, we know that okay, it will work fine. Okay, with zero or with one or with
Without sir, we can without divided. We can also like test in any number, na? Without dividing also.
Yeah, but that rule is saying that you have to divide into the equal parts, like multiple parts. That is a rule. That is the criteria.
That rule we are making for test QA or what the data client.
For the Q only, you have to test, right? So how you will test? Let's say that here 1,000 character is going to accept here. Okay, like 1,000 is limit. Okay.
Sometime that this criteria we are not going to follow this criteria. I can randomly I can going to test the like 300, 900 or
You
something.
can take any values. Okay, it's up to you. You can take any values, but the criteria is saying that you have divided into the equal parts. Okay, as a testing point of view, you can take any number. Okay, but if you will
This is
follow
the
the
for
rule,
QA. This is for responsibility care responsibility.
yeah, this is the responsibility of test engineer. You have to test. So how you are going to test, it's up to you. But as per the rule, you have to divide into the multiple parts. Okay, and from each part, you can take some of the values.
Okay,
This is
sir.
the
Clear,
rule.
sir. Clear doubt.
Yeah. Any other doubt?
No, sir.
No, I'm asking to others.
No, sir.
Okay. Cool then. So let's begin with the what? Next topic. That is nothing but what? Verification and validation. Okay. Cool then. So as you know that okay, as a QA, we guys are preparing a lot of documents, right? Yes or no, guys? What are documents we are going through that as a QA, as a test engineer? Can someone tell me?
FRS, BRD.
Okay. What else?
Test strategy, test plan.
What are documents we are
High-level
going
document.
through, or what are
Low-level
documents we
document.
guys are preparing?
Business requirement document.
Okay. So requirement, that is nothing but stories. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So here the first term we are having about verification. Okay, guys. So verification is all about, you know, like verifying the documents. So like whatever documents we will prepare it. Okay. So those documents we have to verify as a QA. Okay. We know that like, okay, we will go to the requirement, we will understand it. Okay. And then we will move for here and there. Okay. But as a QA, as a test engineer, okay, what we are doing the verification process. Okay. Means we are going through the requirement. That is also one kind of verification. Why? Because when you will go to this requirement, right, then at early phase, okay, like before starting your actual testing task, okay, you may get some of the defect, okay, or some of the issue into the requirement also, correct? Because sometimes our BA client, they may do some mistakes, like some information will be not proper. Okay, so what we can do, we will go to the requirement, we will try to understand it, and along with that, okay, we will check it whether we are having any of the mistakes in this requirement document or not. Okay, so that is kind of a verification process. We are going to verify the document while understanding or while going to the requirement document. Okay, so that is like one kind of verification for the requirement document. Okay, Same time also we are preparing about test scenario document, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
We as a QA, okay. So once we are preparing, then we are saying that okay, we will review the test scenario and all. Okay, so that is kind of what verification process. Okay, in technical term, okay, or both are technical term, verification, the review process. Okay, but as a, that is also kind of what one of the verification. Okay, the test scenario, test case review process, right? That is also one kind of what verification process, verifying the document. So this is like another document we need to verify. Okay, along with that, we are having what test case document, correct? Like we will prepare the test case document and we are going to review it. Okay, that review is kind of what verification. Getting my point? Okay, so that is also one of the verification. Along with that, as a QA, we are also going to prepare the RTM document. Yes or no? I think we have discussed about it. RTM is discussed or not?
Yes, sir.
I think we have discussed, right?
RTM, not discussed.
Requirement speciality matrix.
No,
Requirement transitivity matrix. It's
no, I'm just asking whether we have discussed this RTM or not.
No, sir.
no, sir.
Okay,
No,
I
sir.
think we will not discuss. Okay, so let me complete this first. I thought like I have completed it. Okay, so let me complete this RTM first because that is like before this you have to understand the RTM. Okay, okay. So RTM is nothing but what it's like full form of the RTM is a requirement traceability matrix. Okay, guys. And we know that okay, as a QA, as a test engineer, in every sprint we will be getting some of the requirement. Yes or no? Like let's say that some of the user stories are there, 4 to 5 user stories. Okay, and for each stories, we as a QA we are going to prepare a test cases. Okay, for each requirement there will be some specific number of the test cases. Okay, so here what we are going to do, like okay, we are going to check for each requirement how many test cases we have prepared. Let's say that here we are having what requirement ID. Okay, or and let's say that here we are having what test cases. Okay, and total number of tests. Can I just go on mute? Okay, total test cases. Okay, so let's say that okay, here we are having some of the user story. Assume that okay, just a minute. Why my yeah. So let's say that here some one requirement we are having, it's a search functionality. Okay, search 01. Okay, I'm just giving like this. Okay, search requirement ID. Okay, and assume that for this search functionality we have written some 10 test cases. Okay, so assume that total number of test cases like 10. So I will say that test case 01 to test case 10 is like test cases which we have prepared for the search functionality. Okay, for first requirements, search requirement, search feature. Okay, we have prepared the total 10 test cases. Okay, and the test cases ID is starting from the TC1 to TC10. Okay, so that is for the search functionality. So what is the total test cases count? Can someone tell me for this particular search functionality?
10.
Okay.
Sir.
Okay.
10.
So now let's say that another functionality is add to cart. Okay, I'm just giving like this cart requirement ID 02. Okay, now assume that okay, for this cart functionality we have prepared some more test cases. Okay, let's say that some 5 test cases. Okay, or let's say that 15 test cases, and the test cases is starting from TC15 to TC30. Okay, guys, just assume like this, like we have prepared a total test cases for this card to is like 15 test cases, and ID is starting from the 15 to 30. So what is the total count?
15.
15.
15. Okay, so likewise we can prepare that what like we can get about all the test case for the each requirement. Okay, so here what exactly I'm doing it here, like okay, here okay, I'm just what tracing my requirement. I means for each requirement, okay, for each requirement how many test cases I have prepared, that only I'm tracking in this format, like in this document. Okay, so RTM is nothing but what requirement traceability matrix. It means what? Okay, mapping a requirement. Okay, mapping a requirement with the test cases is nothing but what? RTM. Okay, guys, or in another way I can say that for each requirement how many test cases we have prepared. Okay, so that we need to map it. Okay, so that we are calling as what? RTM. Getting my point? Okay, so this kind of document also we have to prepare it, like as soon as you will complete what your all the test cases designing for all the requirement, then finally we will be preparing for one single RTM document. Getting my point? Let's say that we are having 5 test engineers. Okay, assume that we are having what total 5 QA. Okay, and each QA have prepared some what one user story. Okay, like one requirement they have they have got it. Okay, and they have prepared the test case for the each requirement. Okay, all the 5 QAs they have prepared the test case for the all the requirement. Okay, so now after completing all this what like once this all the 5 QA we will complete the all the test cases prepared for all the stories, then we are going to prepare this document, one single RTM document. And in this document, we have to update our what our stories along with the test cases. Okay. So let's say that this is prepared by the QA1. Okay. So he will mention that for this requirement, he have prepared this 10 test cases. Similar way QA2, he will update the same like, okay, for this second requirement, he has prepared some 15 test cases. Okay. So what exactly we are doing? We are just mapping the requirement with the test cases. For each requirement, how many test cases we have prepared, that we are calling as what requirement traceability matrix. Getting it, guys? Okay.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. And why we need to prepare it? Because okay, sometime okay, our management, okay, management, what they will say, they will ask to the QA team, like, can you guys just tell me like how many test cases you guys have prepared for the all the requirement? Okay. So in that case, we can't say our all the test cases document. Okay, means we can't say like, okay, go ahead and go ahead with my test cases document and count the number. We can't select that. Okay. So instead of doing that, what we can do, we can save this RTM document. Okay, so once you will share it, then easily our management, they will get to know, okay, this is the requirement one, and for this 10 test cases are there, for requirement 2, 15 test cases are there. Okay, they just want to see the count, total count of the each test cases, oh sorry, each requirement. Okay. So
So
like
this document is created by only test lead or means any
anyone,
QA?
any QA. Okay. Whoever is be responsible, okay, like they can assign to anyone. Okay, it can be prepared by the leads also, or that task can be assigned to any one of the QA. Out of the 5, they can assign to anyone. Getting it? Let's say that in a project you are only one QA you are, okay, so you can only prepare it. Okay, everyone. So likewise, we need to prepare what our RTM document. Okay, mapping a requirement with the test cases, we are calling as a requirement traceability matrix. Okay, one of the most important question. Okay, frequently like
Sir,
yeah.
sir, like TC 1 to 10, it's a 10 requirement. Okay, total
10
test
test
cases is
cases.
10.
Ah.
Okay, and then 15 to 30, it's a 16 test cases now.
You can count it 16 or 15. Okay, yeah, you can count it 16. Okay, just correct the number. Okay, but I hope you are understanding what I'm trying to explain.
Yes, sir.
Okay, correct the number. Okay, yeah. Clear,
Sir,
guys?
shall I need to mention the number of QA, means how many QA have been
No,
worked
no.
for one requirement?
No. Only we have to mention this.
Okay.
Okay, everyone. All of you are getting this. Okay, so that is what requirement traceability matrix. As soon as all the QAs we will complete all the test cases preparation, right, for each requirement, then finally we will prepare what RTM document. Okay, let's say that we have prepared the test cases, test case review is also over for all the test cases, then finally we will get what our finalized test case document. Okay, so from there, okay, we can pull our all the test case ID, okay, and we can map it for the each requirement. Okay, for each requirement, whatever the test cases count we are having, that we can map it in this RTM document. Okay, so that is what requirement traceability matrix. Okay, and with having this requirement traceability matrix, you will get to know about the test coverage, testing coverage. Okay, test coverage is nothing but what, let's say that more number of test cases there, then definitely we can say that there is a more coverage for testing the particular application. Yes or no? Test coverage is more, if the test cases count is more, easily we can feel that we are covering the maximum scenarios. Correct, guys? Or we are going to test in the maximum possible ways. Okay, so here with having this document, easily we can understand. Okay, let's say the total 25 test cases we are having it. Okay, like for this particular sprint, or okay, out of this 2 requirement, total we got 25. So we can say that okay, test coverage is good. Okay, because maximum scenarios, maximum test cases we are having it. Okay, so that is what our RTM document. All of you are understanding this? Guys, yes, no?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yes,
let
sir.
me show you guys how you can prepare it practically.
Sir.
Just a minute.
Hello.
Yeah.
Sir, with the help of RTM, we have checked the every requirement has covered with the test cases or not. We are only check here. Yes, sir.
Sorry?
We have checked every requirement has covered with the test cases or not. मतलब कि
Yes,
every
correct.
requirement
Yes,
को
that's correct.
टेस्ट केसेस देना जरूरी है.
Yes, yes. Okay.
इसमें
For
से जो
each
होगा तो वो ज्यादा
requirement,
प्रॉब्लम.
yes, there should be minimum one test cases for each requirement.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So let's say that, okay, this is my what I think I have already shared with you guys this document. Okay. So let's say that this is what our test scenario test case we have prepared it. Okay. Now let's say that, okay, I want to prepare about my RTM document. Okay. Because here you can see that a lot of stories IDs are there, a lot of requirement we are having it like DT1, DT2, DT3. Okay. So likewise, some of the requirement IDs we are having it. Okay. So now I want to prepare my what RTM document. So what I can do, I can go to the separate sheet. I'll mention this RTM. Okay. So here we can mention the serial number. Okay. Then requirement ID. That is nothing but a story ID. Okay. Test case ID. And then total test cases. Okay. Yeah. So this is a format. Okay. So now here we can update about our test case details like serial number 01. Okay. 01. Okay. Now here I will go with the test cases. So here you can see that here we are having requirement ID 1. Okay. Story ID is what? Requirement ID. DT01, DT2. Okay. Sorry, DT01. So how many test cases are there for this requirement ID 1? Can someone tell me? How many test cases are there, guys?
2, sir.
Just see the screen. 2, right? This is one test cases. This is second test cases. Okay. And the test case
Sir,
3
3.
for how come 3?
There are 3, right? Tap on the installation button as well. It is mentioned there. Test scenario 1 में. देखिए.
Where it is?
On the same screen, sir.
Okay, here.
Yes. Just check it. In test scenario 1, there are 3 options, right?
I didn't get you.
You are saying, right, we have to mention the count as well, no?
Test cases count for each requirement.
Exactly. So I think it is 3.
Where it is? How come 3?
Steps.
That is
Steps,
a
right.
step. That is a steps. Why we will mention this as steps?
Oh,
We have to mention the
Okay.
total test cases count. Okay.
okay.
So this
Okay.
is a requirement ID 1. This is a requirement ID 1 again. Okay.
2.
And for this, for a requirement ID 1, we are having 2 test cases. Okay.
Okay.
Now
Okay.
next we are having requirement ID 2. Here we are starting with the test case number 3. Okay. Can you guys see that? Okay. For again test case ID requirement ID 2, we are having again 2 test cases. Okay. The requirement ID 3. So for that we are having 1, 2 test cases again. For requirement ID 4, we are having 1, 2, 3 test cases. Getting it, guys? Okay. So here what I can do, like, okay, we will just mention what our requirement ID. This is my requirement ID. I will go here. I'll update it. And what is the test cases IDs? It's starting from TC1 to TC02. Okay, means total like two test case IDs nothing but what? Okay, how many test cases we have prepared for this requirement? Okay, so for this requirement 1, 2 test cases is there. Okay, and that is starting from 01. Okay, and up to 02. Okay, so total count is 2. Okay, now I will go here. I will pick the second requirement ID. That is, this is my second requirement ID. I will come here, I will update it, and here also we are having two test case ID, and it's starting from 03
05
mm,
04. Sorry, sir.
04, yeah, 03 to 04. Again, two test cases. Getting it, guys? So likewise, we can prepare the test cases, sorry, we can map the what test case for all the requirement here. All of you are understanding this? Everyone? Yes or no?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So that is what our requirement traceability matrix. I hope all of you are getting this. Okay, mapping the requirement with the test cases. For each requirement, how many test cases we have prepared, that we need to map it into this RTM document. Simple. Clear to all?
In other way, we can say it daily tracker, right?
No, it's not a daily tracker.
Okay.
Once you will complete all the test cases, then only you have to prepare it.
All right.
We can say it just a report card, na, sir.
So we can say that like that, okay, but it's just for like, you know, like we just want to track it, like whether we have covered the test case for the each requirement or not, okay, or what is the total count we are having for the each requirement, what is the total count test case count we are having for the each requirement, okay. If you are having
thank you,
this
sir.
requirement, then this test cases or this RTM documents can help to our management, okay. Let's say that client want to check total, what is the total count we have prepared, total test case count we have prepared for the entire requirement, okay. So instead of sharing this test case document completely, we can just share this RTM document.
It's kind of index of the whole project, right?
Not index.
It is important to understand.
Yes, it's easy to understand. It's easy to understand for what that easy to understand or easy to get the test cases found.
Exactly, sir.
Yeah. Okay, guys. So likewise, we can prepare the test cases and also we can add the total count. Okay, what is the total count we are having? Okay, so here we can just apply the formula whole sum. Okay, then 4. Okay, so we can say that in this sprint 1 total 2 requirement is there. Okay, and we have prepared 4 test cases. I'm just giving this example. Okay, it may be a count mess varies. Okay, but here we can just mention like that. Okay, here guys, everyone, so this is like RTM.
Okay, sir.
It's a must interview question. Okay, must remember that. Okay, and if you will answer this one right, that is sufficient. Okay, if you will give just this one-liner answer, that is sufficient. No one will ask you any other things about this RTM. Okay, you can just explain it for each requirement, how many test cases we have prepared, that we can prepare it as a part of RTM document. Okay, and also they may ask you about the format of the RTM. So you can just tell, as the RTM document, we can update the serial number, requirement ID, test case ID, and total test cases. That is sufficient answer. Clear to all?
Yes.
Yes.
sir.
Yeah. Don't get confused, okay, or don't refer any other document here and there, because it is more confusing. Okay, if you'll follow here and there document, right, it will be more confusing. Okay, so just remember this these two answer. Okay, any one answer you can provide it while interviews. Okay, on real time. Okay, and you can prepare like that only. Okay, cool. So that is their RTM. Okay, now they may ask you one more question. Okay, have you ever prepared RTM document? Okay, so just say that. Okay, you can say yes. Okay, if you know that how to prepare this, you can say yes. Okay, yes, I have prepared it. You can say this answer. Okay, or otherwise you can say that. Okay, I have just updated the RTM document. Okay, means RTM documents already prepared by someone else. Okay, but I have just updated it. Updated means what? I have just updated my requirement test cases into this RTM document. Getting it, guys? This document is already present. Okay, now here this document is already present. Okay, now here I will just add my test cases. Okay, my requirement test cases in this document. Okay, let's say that this I'm just mentioning something like that, 5 to test case 8, something like that. Okay, so it's kind of what updating the test cases detail into this RTM document. Getting it, guys? So you can give this two answer. If you know that, then you can say yes, and you can tell about all this procedure. Okay, otherwise you can use this answer. I have just updated the RTM document. Okay, for my assigned user history, assigned requirement. Is it clear to all?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, remember that. Cool. So moving on. Okay, so once we will prepare this RTM document, so this document also we need to quickly verify. Verify means what we have to check whether we have mentioned all the stories or not. Okay, for each requirement we have updated the test cases count or not. So these all things also we have to review it. Okay, so that is kind of what one of the verification process. Okay, so that's why I have mentioned it here. Okay, so RTM document, that also we have to verify it. Once we will prepare it, then we have to verify the RTM document also. Now it's clear to all, RTM?
Yes, sir. Clear.
Yes, okay.
Yes, sir.
So that is what kind of a verification process. Verification is all about verifying the static document. Okay, means whatever documents we have prepared, that we will go through that and we will check it whether the document is what correct or not. Okay, so that is what verification process. Okay, now this is for the test engineer. So as a developer, they are also verifying something. What we are calling that? What they can verify it, guys, as a developer? Can someone tell me? What they are reviewing it, what they are verifying it as a developer?
BRS or CRS.
Okay. As a developer, what we can verify?
Source code.
Yes. Source code. Correct, guys? That is nothing but what? Code review. Remember? Code review is all about what? Source code review means whatever program they will write it, they are going to review it. Okay, as a developer, that we are calling as a code review. Okay, in other way we can call this a verification also. Okay, as a developer, they will go to the source code. Okay, and they will check it whether everything is properly mentioned or all the program logic. Okay, whatever it is. Okay, so they are going to review the source code. So that is also one kind of what verification process. All of you are getting it? Okay, so that is
Yes.
what the developers. Okay, just for explaining perspective, I'm giving this. Okay, but no need to answer this part. Okay, this for the developers. For the testers, these all things we have to verify. Okay, so that is what verification process. Verifying all the documents is kind of what verification process. Okay, now we are saying that okay, we are going to verify all this. Okay, that is fine. Okay, but once the product will be implemented, then definitely we have to check the product also, or we are going to perform our testing. Correct, guys? Let's say that application is built by the developers. Okay, let's say that they have completed their development task. So as a QA, definitely we have to check it whether that feature is implemented according to requirement or not. Yes or no? We are going to test.
Yes.
Okay. So while testing it, what all different kind of testing we can perform? Can someone tell me?
Unit testing.
As a tester.
Unit testing.
As a tester.
Smoke testing.
We can perform the smoke testing. What else?
System testing.
System.
Testing.
Sanity.
Sanity, regression,
Retesting.
Retesting.
retesting. Correct, guys?
All functional and non-functional test.
Yes, all kind of testing. Okay. So
Integration testing.
integration, yes, all kind of testing. Okay, whatever we have discussed, right? Okay, so all things will come here. Okay, so with having this all the testing, what exactly we are doing? We are validating the application. Yes or no? We will validate it whether that functionality is working or not. Correct, guys? Let's say that simple login functionality is there. Okay, we have implemented login, username, password. Okay, now while performing a testing, what we are going to do, we will check it whether this login functionality is working proper or not. Okay, we are going to validate this login functionality. Okay, with performing a smoke, sanity, regression, whatever it is. Okay, so that is kind of what validation process. Validating the application with performing some testing activity, that is like validation process. Okay, or we can say that whatever product we have built, right? Okay, that is implemented according to requirement or not. Okay, that we are going to check it. So that is kind of what validation process. All of you understanding this? Everyone, Validation is all about what? Validating the application, or we can say that checking that, okay, that feature is implemented according to our requirement or not. Okay, so that is what validation process. And as a part of validation process, we can perform any kind of testing, because when you will perform the smoke testing here also, you are going to validate it whether it's working or not. As a part of system testing also, in details you are going to perform the validation process, or in details you are going to test the application, correct? So these all are nothing but what? Validation process. Okay, testing the application with performing all the different testing activity, that is kind of a validation process. That is engineer. As a developer, what kind of testing they are doing? Can someone tell me? As a
Unit
developer,
testing,
Unit testing, integration testing.
integration testing.
integration.
System testing.
Developer.
Yes, develop.
Yes, system
No, sir.
testing,
System testing
both
is done by
developer and tester can do.
Yes, unit and integration will be done by what? Our developers, correct? So this unit and integration testing, whatever they are performing, right, as a developer, so that is also kind of a validation process.
Sir,
They are validating the feature, okay, with performing the unit and integration testing. Okay, unit means what? After building that particular functionality, they will check it whether it's implemented correctly or not. That is a kind of unit. Integration, they will merge the different module and they will check it whether it's working together or not. So that is kind of integration. So that is also one of the validation process. Okay, guys.
sir,
Yeah.
sir, integration testing is done by a tester, no, sir?
Which one?
Integration testing is done
We
by
can-
tester, no?
Yes, we can do that.
Both.
No, both as a developer, they can also do it, but they will do this coding level. Okay, because first they need to integrate the functionality, right? For integrating it, they will be doing the integration. Okay, and as a test engineer, we can also do the integration, but that is from the front end level. Front end level means what? From the application side, you will open the application and you will check the page navigation. Let's say that you are moving from one page to second page. Okay, so whatever data is keeping here in the first page, that is coming into the second page or not. So that is also kind of integration. Getting it?
Yes, sir.
I think one application, I think I have already showed to you guys that what is that? Service live, remember? Like selecting any one of the service categories, then dates, then some provider, remember? Everyone? I think what? Oh, this application is down. You remember this application? Well, explaining this levels of testing, I have showed this. Guys, say yes, no.
No, sir.
No,
No,
sir.
I
sir.
think no, sir, in our batch, sir.
No, okay. Okay, leave it. Okay. So here, what exactly? I think we have already discussed about it. Okay. As a front end means what? Integration is what? One page to another page. Okay. Let's say that you will click on some page. Okay. About us. This is just a URL. Okay. Let's say that here about us page, a link is there. Okay. Let's say that one option is there about us. Okay. Now you will click on this about us, where it will navigate.
Next page
Next page.
Next
Next
page,
page.
page.
where
Home page of the.
Yes, detailed information about this about us, you will get it when you will click on this, yes or no?
yes, sir. Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
similarly, let's say the contact us option is there. Okay, contact us. Okay, when you will click on it, it will navigate to this proper contact us page, and there you will get all the details. So this kind of integration. Okay, integration from this button to that page. Okay, so similar way from the application side, whatever page navigation we are having. Okay, you are going from one page to second pages. Okay, so that pages is navigating properly, or that is kind of integration testing. Getting it, guys? I think I have told you guys search feature. Okay. Let's say that you will search some product here. Let's say that what? Some Apple. Okay, you have searched it. Okay, now you will add this product into the cart. Then this product information will also go to the add to cart option. Yes or no? Here also you will get it after adding it.
Yes.
Correct, guys? Now you will go for the payment page here. Okay. In the payment page also you will get this Apple. Okay, with all the product information. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Because
sir.
you are selecting from here, from the search page, you have selected this product. Okay, now this product information is what? Same thing in displaying in this add to cart, also into this payment. That is kind of integration. Simple.
Like one model to another model, sir.
Yes, one page to another page. Okay, one module to another module also we can say that, or one page to another page. The page navigation. Okay, it may be any of the page, but page navigation. Okay, in the page navigation, the details should be proper. Okay, that is the integration. From the coding side, developers will do the integration. They are going to integrate the module. They will write a code, okay, to integrate it. But as a tester, we have to test it. Okay, you will search it. Okay, you will get this product. Now you will add this product into the cart, and you will check it whether this product information is displaying here or not. That is the integration. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, guys. So that is all about what verification and validation. I hope all of you are understanding. Verifying all the document, that is kind of verification. Okay, validating the implemented functionality, that is a validation. Okay, testing the implemented functionality, whether it's implemented according to requirement or not, that is a kind of validation process. Clear to all? Verification and validation.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So remember that there is another name for this verification and validation, that is nothing but static testing, okay, and dynamic testing. Both are same, okay, but the naming wise we are having this different name. Okay, so if someone will ask you what do you mean by static testing, just explain this. If someone will ask you what do you mean by dynamic testing, it means what? Smoke system and all. Okay, so don't get confused. Okay, if someone will ask like what do you mean by verification validation, or what do you mean by static testing or dynamic testing, both are same. Okay, guys, static is all about this, all the static document means document we have already prepared, all the data is there, static data is there, that we are verifying it. Okay, dynamic means what? Okay, as soon as what you will hit the application, you will test the application, then dynamically something will happen, means in the dynamically some programmer and all also are going to run in the background. Okay, so that's why we are calling it dynamic testing. Let's say that I will enter my username and password. Okay, and I will click on login button. What will happen if I give the valid username and valid password? What will happen?
The home page will be displayed.
Home page, redirect to home page. Yes, it will redirect to the home page. Means what? In the background, okay, some program and all logics will work dynamically, okay, then it will navigate to the home page, correct? Okay, so that is kind of dynamic testing, okay, or validation, simple. Both are same. Okay, so remember that the naming was we are having different names, but meaning is same. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so remember this. So I hope it's clear to all. Static verification and validation. Again, it's like a most common interview question. Okay, and almost I can say that out of 10 in every 7 interviews, okay, you will be getting this question. What do you mean by verification, validation? Okay, what do you mean by static and dynamic testing? Okay, guys, cool. So now let's discuss about the next topic, that is nothing but what entry and exit criteria. Entry and exit criteria. Okay. So before explaining this, I'm just asking to you guys. Okay, let's say that okay, you want to do your degree, BTech degree. You know what BTech, guys? Engineering. Okay. Let's say that you want to join the some engineering college to what complete your BTech degree. Okay. So before joining this BTech or engineering, what all documents you need to have it? Can someone tell me?
On 10th, 11th, 12th.
Plus
11.
plus 2
10th plus 12th.
intermediate and or diploma.
Diploma. Okay, diploma is also required if someone is not doing this 10th. Okay.
CLC,
Diploma.
migration.
What is that?
CLC certificate, sir.
CLC.
College living certificate or migration certificate.
Yes. College living certificate. Okay. What else?
Character certificate, sir. Character certificate, sir.
Okay. Character
Conduct certificate, sir.
Okay. What else? Character certificate. Any other is required to join the BTech or engineering? Before joining the BTech, what all documents? This all the document along with any other documents or anything is required? Any other report card or something?
Rank card of any entrance examination or
Yes, we need to have the entrance exam result also we need to have, right?
just
Okay. Based on that only you will get these colleges and all, right? Correct, guys?
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So I just want to say that, okay, miss, you want to do the BTech degree, okay, and to start with the BTech, these all the documents are mandatory, it's required, okay, miss. This is like entry criteria, okay, miss, to enter into this BTech, these all the entry criteria we are having it. If you are having this all the document, then you can join the BTech or you can do the engineering, correct? So that is kind of entry criteria for in starting our engineering career, okay. So that is the entry criteria. Now, let's say that you want to come out from the college, okay, means you want to complete your engineering degree, okay. So when you can say that like you are having engineering degree, or when you can come back, you can go out from the college, like when you will say that, okay, I have completed my BTech.
All when we will get when we will get
after
provisional
getting
certificate, or
all semester certificate we have to get it, right? That is certificate is not passed one, not backlog one, correct? All the passed certificate semester, like we have to pass all the semester, that is one criteria. What else? Any other document is required?
Here also CLC, CC.
no due certificate, sir.
Okay, no
It is the
due
most
certificate.
important.
Yes, what else? Provisional. What is provisional degree?
Transcript.
Okay, this all are required, right? Correct, guys? If you are having this document, then only you can say, right, like okay, you have completed your engineering, correct, guys? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
so that is kind of an exit criteria. Okay, if you want to come out from your engineering career, then this was the exit criteria. Okay, if you are having this all the document, then happily you can say that, okay, I have completed my BTech degree. Okay, if you're not having your proper semester certificate, or you don't have provisional or degree, okay, so in that case you can't say like that, okay, you have completed your engineering, correct? So that is what exit criteria. This is entry criteria. Before starting the BTech, this whatever documents we need to have it, that is the entry criteria. And after doing the BTech, whatever documents we need to have it, that is the exit criteria. I hope all of you understood this. Okay, so in similar way, okay, as in what our QA perspective for our testing team, we are also having what some entry and exit criteria. Okay, entry criteria is all about before starting testing. Okay, before starting testing, whatever documents we need to have it, that is nothing but entry criteria. Okay, exit criteria is like after stopping testing. Okay, so can someone tell me like before starting a testing, what are documents we need to have it?
requirement.
Okay,
Requirement.
Scenario.
requirement document, then
Test scenario.
what else?
Test case document.
Test case document. What else? Any other documents we are preparing?
Business
Application.
RTM document.
RTM. Correct, guys? I think we guys are preparing all this document, right? Before starting our actual testing. Yes or
Sir,
no?
I think RTM after the stopping testing, sir.
Why?
It will create.
Why? Here what we have discussed. Once we will complete our test case preparation, right? Okay, once our test cases will be reviewed, okay, then we can prepare this RTM document.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, yeah. Because here we are not updating any of the result and all, right? It's just like we are just showcasing that how many test cases we are having for all the requirement. Correct? So as soon as we will complete our all the test case preparation, then we can prepare this RTM. Okay. So here, okay, entry criteria is talking about before starting testing. Okay, so before starting your all the actual testing activities, we must need to have this all the document. This is a mandatory one. Okay, you need to have the proper requirement document, scenario, test cases, and along with the RTM document. Okay, so these all the documents is nothing but entry criteria. Getting it, guys? Okay, before starting a testing, actual testing, we must need to have all this document. So this document actually we are calling it entry criteria. All of you are getting this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, simple. Okay, before starting testing, whatever documents we are preparing or whatever documents we need to have it as a QA, that we are calling is what entry criteria. Okay, so now, okay, After that, let's say that, okay, our developers, okay, what they will do, they will give the build to the QA team, okay, like what they will say that, okay, we have implemented the functionalities, okay. So as a QA, what we will do, we are going to perform our testing activities, correct? We will perform what, like perform our testing tasks, okay, means all the testing we will do it, like test case execution, smoke, sanity, whatever it is, okay, every testing we will perform it, okay. So we will perform our actual testing activities, okay, once the developers will give the build to the QA team, okay. Now after completion of the testing, whatever what all documents we need to have it, can someone tell me? After what?
Testing
Test
testing
report.
closure activity. Test report.
Test report.
That is nothing but test case execution report.
Execution. Yes.
Correct, guys? What else?
Defect.
Test summary report.
That is the same. Test summary or test cases execution report, same. Then
Defect
Hey.
report.
Test closure activity.
yeah, that is the activity. But what are documents you need to have it?
Defect report.
Defect summary report. So here we can mention all the information, right? I think we have discussed total reported defects. Correct, guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Total number of fixed and retested. Okay. What else?
Total number of open defect.
Total number of open defect. Yes or no, guys? Okay. So these are the reports we guys are preparing, right? After completing our testing, after stopping our testing. Yes or no? When you will stop it, then you must need to have this kind of report. Getting it, guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this report or whatever documents we are having, right, after stopping a testing, that is what exit criteria. Simple that. Okay. Exit criteria is all about after stopping a testing, whatever documents we are preparing, that is the exit criteria. Before starting a testing, whatever documents we are having, that we are calling for entry criteria. All of you are getting this? Easy to understand?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay. So again, this is also one of the interview question. What do you mean by entry and exit criteria? So you can just explain this. Before starting a testing, we are preparing this all the documents. So this we are calling the entry criteria. After stopping a testing, okay, we are having this report that we can call it the exit criteria. Simple. Is it clear to all?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Okay. So now you can see that, okay, here we are preparing a lot of documents, right? A lot of documents for we are preparing this all the requirement, like we are having this requirement document, or we can the test scenario document, RTM document, test cases document, test execution report, defect summary report. Okay. So these all the documents we are having it. Okay. So actually these all the documents what we are preparing, so that we can call it is what test deliverables. Okay, remember that. This document in general we are calling the test deliverable. Okay, means whatever documents we are delivering as a QA team, right, that we are calling the test deliverable. So can someone tell me, like, as a QA, what all documents we are preparing, or what all documents we are delivering as a QA, as a test engineer? Can someone tell me? Being as QA.
Sign off.
Okay. What are, as a QA deliverable means what? Whatever documents we as a QA we are preparing. Can someone tell me what are documents we QA guys are preparing?
Test strategy. Test plan.
Test plan, remember?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then
Test.
okay.
Test case. Report.
Test
Scenario, test case.
Test cases.
Test data.
RTM.
RTM.
Execution report.
Execution report.
Execution reports. Correct.
Defect report.
Defect report. Correct, everyone. These are the documents we guys are preparing, right?
All matrices and the graphs.
What is that?
All matrices.
Test
Traceability.
matrix. Yes, RTM I have mentioned. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So these are the documents we as a QA, we guys are preparing it or we are delivering it. Okay. So this document actually we can call it a test deliverable. Okay. So don't get confused if someone is going to use this word. What do you mean by test deliverables? Okay. So here they are just talking about this all the documents already. Getting it, guys? In interview, no one is going to ask you this all the question. Okay, what do you know test deliverable? Let's just remember that, because in real time, right? Okay, we are using this term like a test deliverable, so you can understand like, okay, it's we are talking about this all the documents only. Clear, everyone? Yes, no?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Okay, so remember this. Okay, so that is all about entry and exit criteria. Anyone is having doubt before proceeding further? Looks good.
Yes, sir.
Okay, great then. Okay, so this is a small topic. Okay, now let me explain one more topic. Okay, I think from the test case point of view. Remember, in the test cases, I think we have not discussed about something called, which column we have not discussed? Can someone tell me which all columns we have not discussed in the test case document?
Prerequisite.
Prerequisite.
Prerequisite test data.
This 3 1, right? Remember, priority we have discussed, that is for the defect. Okay, not for the test cases. Remember, guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that is different priority and this is a different priority. Okay, so here
Test data.
yeah, test data. Okay, so here priority is talking about, you know, like for each scenario, like whatever test case we are having, so that we have to like for each test cases also we have to decide the priority. Okay, priority means what? Okay, based on the functionality. Okay, let's say that some high level features are there. Okay, so if high level functionality we are having, so for that we have to decide the priorities. What high means what? Must like we have to test like this is a high priority to test the particular test cases or particular scenario. Okay, so likewise we can categorize this priorities what high, medium and low. Okay, so assume that this test case is like, okay, like a critical test cases. Okay, or this like a direct visible to the customer. That customer means what? When you are opening the application, then directly you can see this functionality. Okay, means whatever test cases we have prepared, this test case is related with some visibility part, customer visibility part. Okay, so in that case we can decide the priority was high. Okay, so similar way we are having a medium. Okay, let's say that we are having some sub modules and all. Okay, and that we will test it. Okay, but that priority for testing this particular module we can decide is what? Medium. Okay, and low means what? Okay, something like, let's say that you want to validate the test data or something UI related. Okay, so those we can call it as what? Low level test cases. Getting it, guys? So likewise, whenever you will prepare a test case, right, then according to this criticality of the particular scenario, you can decide the priority. Okay, whether it's a high priority test cases, medium or low. Okay, so you can just check it, what kind of scenario, what kind of the test cases name is there. Okay, accordingly you can decide the priority for each test cases. Getting my point? So this high I have mentioned. Okay, then medium. Okay, let's say that account creation. Okay, so assume that account creation, okay, with the sign up option means we want to create a fresh account into the application. So that I have mentioned about high priority. Okay, now same thing is mentioned like verify that user is able to create an account using the Facebook social. It was there is some extra plugins are there. Okay, with that also we can create an account. Okay, so that I have mentioned as one medium. Why? Because okay, this this sign of functionality, that core sign of functionality is implemented by the company people. Okay, but this Facebook sign up, this is just about API that we are using into our application. Okay, so if it work or not work, okay, we can see that it's in second priority. Okay, so likewise I have decided this priority was medium. Okay, so high, medium. Okay, then some low level test cases also you will get it. Okay, guys, if something is related to a UI or some data validation, so that we can call it as about low level test cases. Okay, and why we have to give this a priority as a high, medium and low? Because let's assume that you want to perform the regression testing. I hope all of you are understanding. What do you mean by regression? Can someone tell me?
A new feature added.
What is the meaning of the regression
In-
testing?
We will test whether after adding new feature, the old features are affecting or not.
After adding new features, old feature is affecting or not. Correct?
Yes.
Sir.
That means in old features, we have to, like in old features, we are going to check it whether any of the functionality is breaking or not. Okay, that we are going to check it as a part of regression testing. So here what we are saying, old feature means what? There will be old test cases. Yes or no? It will be there.
Yes.
Sir. Yes, sir.
There will be test case also, right, for the old functionalities, because in every sprint we will prepare the test cases. So for this old features, definitely we will have the old test cases. Correct, guys? Yes or no? Okay, let's say that in this old test cases, total something 100 test cases are there. Okay, so do you think that as a part of regression testing, you will be testing all the 100 test cases, or you will have the sufficient time to execute all these 100 test cases in real time?
No.
No, sir.
No, right? Because you are already occupied with the new features. Okay, you will be testing a new feature. Along with that, you need to test the old feature as a part of regression testing. Okay, so here you know that total 100 test cases are there. Okay, and practically it's not possible to execute all these 100 test cases. Okay, otherwise it will be like complete repetitive task. Okay, so here what we can do, like as a part of regression testing, okay, instead of selecting all the 100 test cases, what we can do, we can select the test cases according to priority. Getting it, guys? Select the test cases according to priority means we can select some high priority test cases and we can perform the regression testing.
Yes, sir.
All of your understanding? Because time limitation is there. Okay, practically all the test cases we can't execute it. Okay, so instead of testing all the 100 test cases, we can just filter a test cases according to the priority, like high priority. Okay, and this high priority test cases we can test it as a part of regression testing.
Like main feature.
Main features. Okay, so as a high level, whatever test case, how we can filter it, you can apply the filter. Like here we are having filter option. Just go here, select it. Okay, and I will just select the high and I will get some test cases. So some test cases I will get it, and this all high priority test cases I can execute it, I can test it as a part of regression testing. Getting it, everyone?
Yes.
Okay, if time permits, if you are still having more time, okay, then you can also select the medium. Okay, like after completing the high related test cases, if you are still having a time, then you can go for the medium test cases also. Okay, but the first thing, like we have to test all the critical functionality, or we can say that all the high priority test cases. Is it clear to all?
We need to test just like workload or time, na sir?
Sorry.
We need to set high or medium due to time limit, or
No, not
depends.
time limit, not time limit. Depends on the criticality of the each scenario. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. If it's a critical features, we can say the high priority. If something like some subsection, like some modules are there, we can decide it's a medium. Okay. If something is just small features are there, for that we are having some test cases, so those we can decide as a low priority. Okay, we will test all the like we are going to execute all the test cases, mandatory. Okay, but we are having this high priority, means we are having this priority basis because, okay, based on that, okay, at late like some point we can filter the test cases according to this priority vibe. Let's say assume that you don't have sufficient time. Okay, let's say that you have prepared all the test cases. Okay, now developers is, let's say that let me give this example. Let's say that developers, okay, they have planned like, okay, they will give the build into the 3 days. Okay, guys, build means what? They are going to release the feature in 3 days. Okay, so here in these 3 days of time, what you will do as a QA in this 3 days of period? As a QA,
we need to complete work on
features
given time.
we will complete our test scenario, test case preparations and all, right? In this three days of period.
Yes, sir.
Correct. Now on the 4th day, okay, we are expecting that, okay, developers will give the build to the QA team. Okay, so on the 4th days we can execute our all the test cases and all. Okay, and for the QA, okay, we are having an estimation like, okay, we will perform a testing in 2 days. Okay, like we will take a 2 days of time to execute or to test the entire functionality. Okay, so that is a QA estimation. Okay, QA estimation is like we have to complete in 2 days. Okay, Now assume that in real time some challenges will be there for the developer, and instead of the 3 days, okay, they will give this build into the 4 days. Means they will take a 4 days to complete this task. Means they will take some extra 1 day. Okay, but here QA estimation is remain 2 days. Getting my point? Okay, so now they are taking 1 more day. Means what? As a QA, how many days we will get for testing?
4 days, sir.
If they are taking 1 extra day from, okay, so how many days you will get it to complete your testing?
One day.
Obvious 1 day, right?
Yes, sir.
Because always like it will like we can't extend it. Let's say that okay, today is the sprint last date, okay, or let's say that today is a Friday, okay, and our estimation was like okay, by Friday all the testing should be completed. Okay, that was our estimation. Okay, now we got to know that okay, the developers have released the build in yesterday night itself, like on Thursday. Okay, they're supposed to release on the Wednesday night, okay, but they have released on the Thursday night. Okay, now we are having only 1 day to perform our complete testing. Okay, or your client is forcing that no, you have to complete by Friday itself. All of you understanding my question? Means there is some deadline where client is expecting that by Friday at any cost we have to complete our testing. So in that case, what you will do? Will you work on the weekend? You will work on the overnight, or what you will do?
We will work on weekend also.
Yes, we can also. What else? We can work
Test
on the
high priority first.
Yes. Okay. So here what we can do, like our solution will be what as a QA, we can what test it okay according to the priority. Okay, like first we can test all the high priority test cases. Okay, and still if you're having time, then you can go with the medium test cases. Okay, but in that case, okay, what you can do, like okay, you will give a sign off. Okay, let's say that you have just tested the high priority and medium priority. Okay, and you missed to test the low priority. Why? Because you don't have sufficient time. Okay, so in that period, okay, definitely you will give a sign off. Okay, but that sign off we are calling is what conditional sign off. Getting it, guys? Okay, miss as a QA we will say that okay, we have completed our testing, but there is a one condition. What is the condition? Can someone tell me? Condition is what? We have just tested what? What can someone tell me? We have
High
just
priority
tested
and medium priority.
high and medium priority test cases. Why? Because client was expecting that like we have to complete by Friday itself. Okay, guys. Okay, see that we can't work on the weekend. Okay, there is like some chances we will get it like where we need to work on the weekend, or we will work for the overnight. Okay, but in real time, okay, what we can do, we can just test the our what application according to this high and medium priority test cases. Okay, and we can give a conditional sign up. We can put a condition like we have just tested with high priority and medium priority. Okay, in case okay any problem will occur, then we are not responsible. Occur means what? Any problem is what? Let's say that some of the defects is there in the low priority test cases, and that we have not tested. So definitely we are not responsible for that. Correct, guys? Yes or no? As a QA, because we didn't get sufficient time. Here our developers took 1 extra days to complete the task. Okay, because of that, our estimation got impacted. And here client is expecting that by within this 2 days, okay, only we have to complete it. There is no extra time. Okay, so in that case, we can complete our testing, okay, with this about high and medium test cases. Okay, and we can put this condition. Okay, if any problem, any challenges, any of the defects will come from the low level test cases, then we are not responsible person. Okay,
Sir,
like, yeah.
we directly say this thing. I mean, write these things.
No, we are not going to say this. I'm just saying that they will understand this, what I'm saying. Okay, means we will give the sign off, we will mention all the reports and all. Okay, but here we can just mention this only. Okay, we have tested the we have completed our testing with the high and medium priority test cases. Okay, we missed to complete our low priority test cases. Simple. Okay, the second statement we are not going to put. I'm just trying to explain what is the meaning of the conditional sign off. Okay, it's a sign off only, but there is a condition. There is a conditional sign off. Okay, because of the time limit, we have completed our testing with the high and medium priority, and low priority test cases were missed. Okay, and we can prepare our test execution report, defect summary report, and all. Okay, and we can give the sign off. Okay, but in that sign off, okay, there will be some condition. This is a two condition. High, we have executed high, medium, and we missed the low level test cases. Getting it, guys? There is a conditional sign off. Okay, so whenever we will not get a sufficient time to complete our task, okay, so in that case, okay, in that case, we can just filter a test cases with the based on the priorities, okay, and we can complete testing task. Okay, that is a one solution. There is a one more solution, like we can take a help from the other test engineers. Yes or no? That is also one of the solutions.
Yes, sir.
To complete the task, we can take help from the any other QA person. Okay, if it's there. If it's not there, then we can't. But if it's there, then we can take help from them. That is also one of the solutions. All of you are getting this?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that is the usage of the priority. Okay, so test case priority, what is the usage? Okay, we can use it for the what? Our regression testing. Okay, regression testing, where we can filter the high and medium test cases. Okay, and also we can use it for what? Okay, let's say that less time. Okay, to complete testing tasks. Okay, there is another scenario where we can use this priority. Okay, let's say that we don't have sufficient time, only we are having limited time. Okay, and we have to release, or we have to give the sign off. Okay, so in that case, we can filter a test cases according to the priority, and we can give the sign off. But that will be the conditional sign off. Getting it, everyone? Yes, no? Okay, this is like one of the interview question again. Okay, in interview they may ask you. Okay, suppose that, okay, suppose you don't have sufficient time, okay, to complete the task. Okay, and client is asking to complete it, okay, within that period. Okay, within a day. Okay, let's say that within a day is not possible to complete the task, but client is expecting this. So what will be your approach? Okay, so just say that, okay, my first approach will be like, I can test the I can perform the testing, okay, with selecting the high and medium priority test cases. Like I can filter a test cases with the high and medium priority, okay, or high test cases. First I can execute it. If I will get a time, then I can select the medium priority test case also. That will be my first approach. Okay, second, okay, I can take a help from the other team members. Okay, and that's how we can complete all the test execution, like all the test cases execution, we can complete it with the other help. Okay, that is second one. And third one, like, okay, we can just perform the high level testing, high level smoke testing. Okay, let's say that you are not having time at all. Okay, so in that case, you can perform the smoke testing. Getting it, guys? Smokers, we can say the sanity testing. Like we can just go through all the functionality. Okay, and we can check it whether each and everything is working or not. But that is like last approach. Okay, but initial two approach will be based on the priority, and we can get a help from the others. Getting it? So likewise, you guys can answer for this question. Clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So that is the answer for this priorities. So that is the uses of this priority. Okay. Now we are having what prerequisite. So prerequisite kind of precondition means what? Okay, to execute this task, okay, or this particular test cases, whatever precondition is required. Okay, if you are having this, then only you can execute it. Let's say that you want to log in into some application. So how you can log in? For that, you need to have the account or not? Is it required? If you want to log in into some application, then before that account creation is required, or you must need to have the valid username and valid password. Correct, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So for logging into the application, that is a prerequisite. Okay, if you are having this, you can do that. Okay. Similar way, I'm giving this a non-technical example. Let's say that you want to do the payment. Okay, let's say that you want to order something. Okay, let's say through the Zomato or any e-commerce application. So you know that, okay, you can select a product and all, you can go to the final page. Okay, but you must need to have the sufficient amount to book that particular product, correct? So that is a precondition or prerequisite to book the product, correct, guys? Okay, so that is kind of prerequisite. Okay, it's not a mandatory field. Okay, you can keep it as a blank. Okay, but wherever the word a prerequisite or precondition is required, you can update that. Okay, let's say that here is saying that verify that user is able to open the application after the app is installed. Okay, it means what? Application should be already installed into your application. So that is a prerequisite. Yes or no? Because you want to open it. Your test case is saying that, okay, you want to open the application, but before that, application should be there into your mobile. Correct, guys? All of you understanding this?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that is what precondition, prerequisite, we can say that, or precondition. Okay, if you are having this, then you can perform this activity. Okay, so that's the reason we have to update the prerequisite also. Okay, now coming into the test data. So test data is all about whatever data you want to enter to test the particular functionality. So that we are calling is what? Test data. Getting it, guys? Let's say that somewhere. Okay, let's say something is there. Nothing is not there for this application. Okay, but simple, yeah. See that simple. Okay, verify that user is able to log in the application with the register account details. Okay, so this is my precondition. Okay, like user should be in logged out state. Okay, now here this is the test data column. Okay, so I can provide some details like, okay, abc@ some gmail.com. Okay, means whatever exact data will be there, that we can mention it here. Getting it, guys? User@123 is the password. Okay, so this data we are going to use it for the login into the application. So this data we can call it what? Test data. Okay, whatever data we are going to enter to log in, okay, that data we can call it what? Test data. Getting it, everyone? Okay,
Yes,
because here in the steps you can see that open the application, okay, enter the valid email ID and valid password. But which email ID, which password? This is the email ID and this is the password. Okay, here we are saying that we need to enter the email ID and password. Okay, but we must need to have that data, right? Like whatever data you want to enter, that data you should have it because you want to perform your testing. So that data we are calling is what? Test data. Getting it, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that is what? Test data. Okay, so test data is not required for everywhere. Okay, every test cases, but wherever you want to enter something. Okay, let's say that there is some entry field is there. Okay, so there for that you can mention the test data. Okay, guys, if you want to click the page or you want to open the pages and all, for that test data is not required. Okay, but if you want to enter something, so that time you can prepare the test data. Okay, let's say that you want to do the payment. Okay, so for doing the payment, some credit card information, CVV number, this all the information is required. So that is the test data that you can keep it here. Clear, guys? Everyone, all of you are understanding this or not?
like in entering the open the screen also, mobile screen locked.
If the password is there.
Password is also data, na sir?
Yeah, if it's there, then only. If it's a pattern, can you write the pattern into your test data?
No.
If it's a face lock, can you write it? No, right?
Yes.
If there is
No.
some number, okay, that if there is like a number system, number related log, okay, then you can put it, okay, but that is not required. Okay, that is like very sensitive information. Okay, okay, but in entry field, okay, whatever entry fields are there, if you want to enter something, so that data you can keep into a test data. Okay, guys, all of you are understanding this?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, so that is all about this priority prerequisite test data. Okay, so remember that while preparing a test cases, this data is also, this kind of information is also required. Okay. Cool then. So that is all about this test cases stuff. We have completed the entry criteria, exit criteria. Okay. Remember this conditional sign off also. Okay. In some interview, they may ask you, okay, what do you mean by conditional sign off? Okay. So that is nothing but what that situation they are asking. Okay. Means in which situation you will provide the conditional sign off. So you can say that let's assume, okay, to complete the testing task, we don't have sufficient time. Okay. But we have to complete the testing. Okay. Because there is a deadline. So in that case, okay, we can perform our testing activity with selecting what high and medium priority test cases, and we can complete our test case execution. Okay. But during that time we can provide a conditional sign off only. Okay. Why? Because if some defects all will be there from the low test cases or some missing test cases, then we as a QA, we are not responsible. Okay. So this is statement, no need to put it, but in interview you can explain this. Okay. Because this is like verbal discussion, right? Is an interview, so you can explain this why we are providing this conditional sign off. Okay, guys. Yes, correct, Sumit. Correct. Okay. So with the valid invalid combination, that data also you can keep it into your test data column. Yes. Is that clear to all? Whatever things we have discussed today, RTM, entry, exit criteria, verification and validation, conditional sign off, all are clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Easy to understand or difficult?
Easy.
Easy,
Easy,
right?
sir.
Easy, sir.
Okay, just remember that. Okay, what is the usage of the each and every concept? Okay, it's a more like easily you will remember them. Okay. Okay. So can someone tell me like till now what all topics we have discussed from the day one to till now? Anyone who want to remind?
More from starting to till now,
Yes.
like test level.
No.
Test.
No. No. Think about it. Think and then answer. Okay. Okay. Let's do one thing. Okay. Let's take some small 5-minute break. Then can we continue? There is some small thing. Only 15 minutes is required. Okay. After that. Okay. Then we are done with all the conceptual part. So can we take a small 5-minute break? Everyone.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Yes, okay. So don't leave right, because today is like final session for the conceptual part. Okay. So don't leave.
Sir, 3 o'clock, we have one more session, sir.
Placement meeting, sir. At 3
Yes, sir.
o'clock.
Dry queries related.
No problem. Okay. You before 3, I will close it. Okay. So I'm giving what 3 minutes only. Okay. Not much. Okay. Yes, so just 3-minute breaks. Okay, don't leave. Come back within 3 minutes. Okay, hello guys. All of you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes,
So tell me
sir.
like
Yes, sir.
till what are things we have discussed?
Sir, SDLC.
Think from the beginning.
Jira.
No.
Agile methodology, sir. Agile methodology. Then Jira.
Okay. We have discussed about IT workflow, remember?
Yes, sir. IT workflow.
About IT industry. Okay. Then
Then SDLC.
SDLC.
about IT workflows. I think we have discussed IT workflows, how exactly
Yes, sir.
IT industry
Yes, sir.
function,
Yes, sir.
different teams in IT industry and project. Okay. Okay. Then
SDLC.
we have discussed about SDLC, software development life cycle. Correct. Then
Agile methodology.
Agile
Agile
methodology.
methodology.
then
Jira tool.
we have discussed about Jira tool. Okay. And then all the environments and all. Correct. Remember
Yes, sir.
environments. Then
Software testing strategy.
Software testing.
software introduction session. Remember, like functional, non-functional things I had explained. Then
Yes.
Hardware testing strategy.
what about types of software testing? Black box, white box.
Level 5 gray box.
Types of software
Level of testing.
level of testing.
Levels of the testing. What are different levels we are having
So-
it?
Unit integration, unit testing, integration, acceptance.
System user
Yes,
acceptance.
retesting sanity.
Then
software testing strategies.
software testing strategies. Okay, that's smoke sanity and all. After that,
SDLC.
SDLC, correct? So we have discussed about how to prepare the test plan, how to create a test cases, test scenarios, correct?
Yes, sir.
Then
Test case review.
test case review process, correct? If you will prepare the test cases, then we have to review it. Then
Defect
Yep.
reporting
Severity
and
priority.
disclosure activity.
Defect reporting.
defect reporting process, how to report a defect to the developers. I think we have discussed, correct?
Yes, sir.
Then
Defect
Severity.
life cycle.
defect life cycle, journey of the defect from the reporting to closing a defect, whatever activities we are doing, that is a defect life cycle. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Then
Severity and priority.
Severity and
Severity
priority.
and priority.
yeah, severity and priority. Okay. So we need to check what is the impact that defect is creating into the application. So accordingly, we can decide the severity. Okay. And how soon we want to resolve that defect. So based on that, we can decide the priority. Okay. Then
Test
Second,
case.
design techniques.
what about this? Defect
Yes,
triage
sir.
meeting.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So in order to decide the priority of the all the defect, we can have this defect triage meeting, correct? Means we can discuss more about the defect, like how we want to, in which order we want to resolve all the defect. Okay. So here we are having the defect triage meeting and we can decide the priority. Okay. Then
Testing techniques.
Test
Test
case
cases
design
technique.
technique.
is design technique. Okay. Or we can call it the testing techniques. Okay. Or we can call it a what? Test techniques. Okay. So these are the different names we are having it. So I think yesterday we discussed about it. Then
RTM.
TM, sir.
RTM, requirement traceability matrix. Then
Verification.
Verification and validation.
Entry exit.
verification and validation. Then
And sir, entry and exit criteria.
okay. Then
Test deliverable.
test deliverable. Then
Conditional sign up.
conditional sign off.
Priority precondition test data.
Yes. Priority. Okay. Test case priority. then what? Precondition, prerequisite, or precondition, we can call it as a, then
Test data.
Priority regression testing.
sorry,
Priority regression testing.
yeah, okay, regression testing. Okay, means how we can perform the regression testing. Okay, so for that we can perform what, or we can say I can mention the approach to perform the regression testing. Okay, based on priority, based on priority. Clear, guys? Anything else?
No, sir.
Okay, so I hope all these concepts and all are clear to all.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Everyone, okay, these are the must thing is there. Okay, you guys need to remember, okay, or you guys need to revise multiple times, okay, because a day-to-day basis something will be there, okay, in real time, okay. But as a part of interview, definitely all the questions will come from this concepts only. These all the concepts are mandatory as a QA. You should know the each and every concepts, okay. So remember this. So now I can say that we have done with all the conceptual part, okay. Moving further, now we will have this separate stuff, okay. That is what some what we will discuss about introduction, like how you guys need to introduce yourself, okay, what will be your roles and responsibility, okay, end-to-end testing workflow, okay, then resume preparation, then project, and then finally mock interviews, okay. So next pending stuff is what? Introduction as a QA, okay, roles and responsibility, this we will discuss as a QA, okay. Then what? End-to-end testing workflow, okay. Then interview questions and answers, okay, as a real time we will discuss about it, okay. I will tell you guys what kind of question will be there, okay, and how you guys need to answer this, okay. So this session we will have it, and then we will have what? Project session, okay. We will have what? Resume preparation, okay. Then finally mock interview, and then after that placement stuff, okay. That is the final step. So these all things are pending, okay. So, and for these all things, okay, you guys need to have all the testing conceptual knowledge, whatever things we have discussed till now, okay, everyone.
Okay.
Okay, so for mock interview, prepare from everything, okay. All the functional testing, mobile testing, API testing, SQL, okay. So prepare from each and everything, okay, guys, because when we will prepare our resume, right, all these concepts we have to mention it. SQL, specifically API, mobile apps, functional testing, okay. So we will discuss about it, don't worry, okay. So only these things are pending. Probably I will take another 1 week, okay, or it depends, okay. I will see like how I'm going to complete this, but probably 4 to 5 classes is required, okay. Cool. So now I'm giving one task to you guys, okay. The task is, over the weekend, what you guys need to do, you have to revise all the concepts, okay, entire things, okay, functional testing concepts, or we can say software testing concepts, whatever we have discussed, okay. Software testing concepts, all this stuff, okay, including Agile, Jira, everything. Then you guys need to revise what? API testing, okay, SQL, practice on it, okay, mobile app testing, okay. So these all things, just to revise it properly, okay. Utilize your weekend properly. I'm giving this the next 2 days of time, okay. Take your time, okay. Go through that, quickly revise it, try to remember the each and every concepts, okay. Try to remember the how you can answer for the each and every concepts, okay. Then along with that, I'm giving one additional task, That is what, okay, prepare your introduction. I hope you guys are having your introduction as of now, okay, but as a QA, how you are going to introduce, okay, as a test engineer, okay, so that prepare it. Along with that, okay, prepare roles and responsibility. Okay, let's just explore it, okay, by your own, okay. Anyway, like I will take a session, okay, but before that, try to prepare own roles and responsibility as a QA or introduction also. Okay, guys. So this is an additional task I'm giving to all of you. So can you guys just work on this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
You can take a
Yes,
help
sir.
from the Google, okay. See that, okay. Whenever you are feeling that, right, okay, I'm not getting this, start Googling it. Correct, guys? Is anyone is stopping to Google? No, right? You can Google it. Okay, if something you're not getting, let's say something is weird, you're not understanding, go ahead and Google it. Why? Because in real time people are doing, even experienced people, okay. If you are not understanding some of the term, instantly we are Googling it, okay, and at least we will get some basic information. Okay. So whenever you will face any of the doubts, or whenever you will get any of the doubt, okay, or you want to get more information, okay, or something you are not understanding at all, just Google it. Okay, guys. Because you should know how to Google it also, right? You know about the developers? Do you think the developers are having all the logic and all everything they are knowing? No, right? Okay, they're also Googling it. Okay, even though if they want to implement some of the functionality, okay, and they are not understanding how to implement it, okay, they are Googling it, they are getting about answer into the Stack Overflow or GitHub here and there, and they are resolving their problems. Okay, so as a QA also, you guys need to do the same thing. Okay, whenever you will not understand anything, just Google it and get some information. Getting it, guys?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so now all of you are all set. Okay, if these all things will be completed, then yes, you can start with your final interviews, or you can start attending interviews wherever you want. Okay, or if you want to explore by your own, you can do it. Okay, these are all the pending stuff. It's up to you. Okay, but yeah, utilize your weekend properly. Okay, and complete it. Okay, guys, because our main agenda is like to get a job. Correct? We are learning why, because we want to get a job. Okay, so to get a job, you guys need to also do some practice. Okay, my parts will be like always there, like I will be always there for you guys. Okay, but parallel you guys need to prepare. Okay, you also need to do a lot of practices and all, because end of the day you are only going to attend interviews, and in interviews how you are answering, okay, how you are delivering your answer, it purely depends on you, and you will only knowing this like how you're delivering. That time I will be not there. Okay, so I can say that be sincere, okay, and start preparing all this testing stuff. Okay, guys, is it clear to all?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so how was the session overall? All of you are getting it, the testing stuff?
Yes, sir.
Format testing.
Good, sir.
Yes, sir.
Great. Okay, so I can also assist. Okay, just cross check with your some of the people who are already working in testing field. You know anyone who is working in testing field? Any of your friends, brother, family, friends, or anyone?
Yes, sir, I know.
You know, right? What about others? Okay, just connect with them. Okay, and just tell them like, okay, whatever information, whatever knowledge you have got, that is sufficient or not. Okay, or that just try to check, okay, that is related with the real time or not. Okay, whatever things it is, like it may be the agile test cases, Deepfake, Jira, okay, whatever it is. Okay, just try to check with them how they are working. Okay, so it will give you the confidence. Correct, guys? Let's say that you are learning something. Okay, next person is saying that yes, we are following the same thing. You will get a confidence. Correct? Yes or no? Okay, so start comparing. Okay, comparing means what? Start getting more information from your friend. Okay, let me show you guys something quickly. Still, you guys are having another 10 minutes of time before 3 p.m.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let me show you guys something. Okay, can you guys see my screen, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Let me search something. Functional testing. Okay, what it is. I typed the functional testing. Why this remote came? Okay. Okay. So see this company Cognizant, what they're asking, QA testing experience with a 2 to 3 year experience. Okay. Then able to perform test configuration of the SFDC, that is Salesforce specific. Okay. So leave that is a domain. Okay. That is a domain specific. Okay. So as a project, as a part of the project session, I will be explaining some of the domain. Okay. Now experience in Adobe implementation. Okay. That is again related to the domain. Okay. Understanding a FDD and TD. Okay. Functional documents. Okay. Functional design document, that is nothing but what our requirement document. Okay, that is for specific, again domain specific. Expert in functional testing with expertise on the end-to-end testing, integration, function and regression. So I hope all of you are understanding this term.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, perform unit system integration regression testing through the project life cycle. Okay, so here they have mentioned this unit testing simply. Okay, but that is not required. Okay, for the tester. Okay, so you have just said that perform system integration regression testing through the project life cycle. So you should be like this is the responsibility they are looking for. Okay, now next what, coordinate with the team supporting various technology to deliver the complete solution of the to the business stakeholders. Business stakeholders means what? It's a
Client.
client. Correct, everyone? Okay, so this all the skill set they are looking for it. Okay, and then here for this opportunity, what is the additional point they are looking at? That is Salesforce. Means that is again domain specific Salesforce testing. Okay, but as a testing concepts wise, everything is remains same. Okay, so that is for the Cognizant. Now let me open something else. So here again, this for Wipro functional testing. Functional tester. So again, this is a payment domain specific payment. I think in initial session, I think I have told you guys, right? Remember, like while explaining the black box testing, what are the parameters is required? Can someone quickly tell me? As a part of black box testing, if you want to become a good test engineer, what all things you need to have it? Just try to recall, guys. Just try to recall
Again, sir, question.
that black box testing. We have discussed, right, types of software testing. There I have explained black box tester. So that time I had explained like as a good test engineer, what all things you need to have it, what are qualities or good.
So good in software
Like domain knowledge.
Good in domain knowledge also.
Good in domain knowledge.
Remember domain knowledge I have mentioned, right? Okay, so this is like domain, payment domain, one of the domain it is. Salesforce is one of the domain. Okay, so here, okay, along with the testing skill set, companies are looking for the domain knowledge also. Okay, so there's a domain and they're expecting what manual tester with the experience in the payment domain. Okay, manual testing of the new software, both the pre and post release stage of the development life cycle. Pre release means what? Before releasing the application. Post release, after releasing something, you have to test it. Okay, user acceptance testing, interface testing, usability system and all. Okay, means this kind of testing skills they are looking for it. Okay, that is for the Wipro. Okay, let me show you guys something else which is more relatable with the profile. Wait. Let me type the manual testing. See this. Okay. So this for this CGI company, what they're expecting: 3 years of experience as a QA testing, analysis, and team management, ability to design and execute automation test script using Selenium. So that is a manual test engineer, but they have simply mentioned. Okay. Now ability to interface with the client, interact with the client, both user and management. Okay. A critical and analytical approach to problem solving. Okay. Attention to details and excellent written and verbal communication. Ability to develop the use cases, track the test result through all the standard management tools, solid understanding of the relational database, that is nothing but your SQL part, working experience in the Jira and test management in Jira. Okay, I think we have discussed experience with the scaled agile methodology, experience in DB validation and testing, that is nothing but database testing. Okay, then this is a degree something. Okay, so that they are looking for it. So I hope all of you are getting this. Okay. Similar here for the Cognizant, manual testing with the healthcare domain, work experience in the claims, okay, manual functional testing experience in the again health. So here you can see that they are hiring the manual testing, but specifically they are looking for only healthcare people, okay, who have already worked on the healthcare domain. Okay, guys, the final is like, should we have good functional testing concepts and its processes? So that only they are looking for it. Getting it, everyone? Let me open something else.
Sir? So these are for experience criteria, no, sir? Experienced person, no? What about, sir, freshers?
For the freshers, also same thing. Like it should be a domain, except domain, all the concepts are required. And the experience domain is extra thing, but as a freshers, remaining others is required. Okay. Now what? For this company, experience working in the software quality desktop application. Okay. Experience executing test plan, finding bugs, working with the engineering team to resolve the issues, verify the fixes, ability to work independently. Okay. Experience setting up the managing Mac and Windows desktop application, excellent verbal communication, experience with the bug tracking system and bug lifecycle. I think we have discussed that. Experience reading and editing the test plan, experience with the test case management system. Nice to have. That's it. Okay. Now here something, it's a mixture of the manual and automation. So testing with the agile Scrum environment in short continuous delivery cycle, working with the stakeholder and external vendor on a large program to engage, coordinate, and report the testing activities, product stake of the Salesforce digital portal. So this is again domain specific. Create a manual test plan, test cases, test scripts, understanding of the various software development lifecycle, software testing lifecycle. Means they are saying that they are asking both SDLC and SDLC concepts. Okay, guys, must have working experience on the automation. So that is additional. Working experience on the functional testing, integration, system compatibility, and regression testing. Okay. Actively participation in the organization or wide technologies initiative to uplift something. Okay. Assist the identification of the new procedure, methods, tools, okay, and QA processes. Working knowledge of the test management software. Okay, it may be the Q test or something, and SQL. Okay, so these are the skills that they're looking for it. All of you are getting it, guys. This is for the Tech Mahindra. What they're expecting: testing in the agile environment. Okay, knowledge in the banking. So again, here banking domain is coming specific. That's it. They're asking only these two skill set. Manual test engineer with the banking project. Okay, so likewise, companies are hiring. You know. Is it clear to all? Everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. See this. Candidates should have strong experience with manual testing, should have process, good attitude and zeal to learn. Candidates expected good something, okay, communications and again some domain specific telecom project domain. Okay, so there's additionally, like you, if you are having some domain, right, domain is specific, then it's going to help you, okay, to get a good job. Again, this was a FinSex or something. Work closely with the developers, QA, others, understand the new features, use cases, customer scenarios. Okay, effective stakeholder management skill set. Okay, help reproduce production bugs in various lab environment. Okay, and report accordingly in Jira tool. Okay, responsible for releasing a product features, QA using the combination of the manual and auto testing. Follow the internal development and test build processes. Okay, what else? Create, maintain, enhance, execute test cases. Okay, identify the documents, track the software defects found during the testing activities. Required skill set, what they're looking for. Score 70% in 10th and 12th. Good experience in the functional testing, software as well as the backend. Experience in the DB testing database. Good knowledge in writing the SQL. Knowledge in the payment domain. Okay, experience in database testing, experience in the API testing, preferably RESTful API, that is with using the Postman tool. Experience in any standard test case and defect management tool like ALM, Bugzilla or Jira. Okay, so it's not like you should know all the things. Okay, if you are knowing one thing, that is sufficient. Okay, excellent analytical and problem solving. Okay, strong software development life cycle process and test driven development. Strong what is that? Design skill implementation. Okay, experience in the multi-threading data structure. I think some of you are learning Java, so I think you know that. Experience with the AWS. See that a lot of the skills that they are asking for it, but all the thing is not required, guys. Okay, if out of this 100%, if it's a 60 or 70%, if it's missing, then you are eligible. Getting it, everyone? Okay, so just exploring the Naukri.com. Okay, even as a fresher. Okay, here I'm not talking about the experience one only. Okay, even as a fresher, how you can check it? Go to this experience part and filter as a 0 and search it. Okay, so this company, what they are looking for from the freshers. Okay, so there are hiring freshers. Okay, this is the educational background. Okay, and what they're expecting: responsible for planning and overall execution of the testing activities based on the qualities of the build, testing processes, rise risk on a timely basis, identify the gaps and suggest the process improvement. Okay, review peer review of the testing artifacts like test scenario, test cases, test plan. I think we have discussed about it. Okay, that is nothing but kind of verification process. Okay, need to work with the defect tracking and test case management tools. Need to interact with the various department like developers, application engineering team, support team. Okay, and a stakeholder also. Excellence knowledge of the various software development processes like waterfall, iterative, okay, agile. Preference will be given to the testing certificate process professional, but that is not required. Okay, don't go for any of the certification. Okay, excellent team player and self-motivated. Experience in the product organization would be added advantage. So these are the skills that they're looking for it from the freshers. Getting it, guys? I think Pooja and someone asked, right? What about the freshers? So this is the skill set. See this all the duties: test script creation, manual test execution, defect reporting. Is able to train quickly and upskill on the testing and airline domain. Means they will provide a training. Okay, so they are looking for the word quick learner. Okay, knowledge on the automation tool like Selenium, knowledge on the tools like Jira will be added advantage. Okay, execute test plan agreed by the test lead. Okay, use the tools, processes, framework and all here and there. Okay, so just go through that. Okay, try to understand the job description. Okay, or we can say that roles and responsibility. Okay, guys, so that's the reason I have given this task to all. Okay, prepare your own introduction and roles and responsibility. So for this, okay, based on your understanding, whatever knowledge you have got till now, accordingly prepare it. Okay, and also compare with this job opportunities, roles and responsibility. Okay, whatever job opportunities are there in the market, right? Okay, on that, we'll go through that and try to understand the roles and responsibility. Okay, everyone. Now things are getting clear to all.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
How will decide which domain to select?
As a fresher, you can't.
As a fresher, I have experience.
As a fresher, as experience, I will be providing. Don't worry.
Okay, thank you.
Now it's a easy. Now looks easy to all. It's easy, right? Correct, guys. The thing is there. What is there? Only like they are looking for this skill set. Just explain this. Okay, they will ask you how you will prepare this, what is the meaning of the defect, how you will report a defect. Okay, while reporting defect, okay, what all information you are providing. Okay, what is the agile methodology? Okay, how to create a defect with using a Jira tool. Okay, which tool you're using for the defect reporting. Okay, getting it, everyone? Okay. So start preparing, guys. Okay. I can say that, okay, people, okay, whoever is learning this much, right? Okay, I have given a lot of training to the freshers. Okay, it's been a long time I'm giving it. Okay, so this stuff, okay, whatever you have discussed in lot, okay, if you are focusing from this part, that is sufficient to get a job. This part, yes, including the project and all. Okay, this part is pending. So once you will get this all this thing, then I can say that if you are a self-motivated, okay, or I can say that, okay, if you are dedicated to get a job, or if you are doing the proper preparation, definitely you will get a job. Okay, all of you are understanding this? Okay,
Yes, sir.
and do research by your own also. It's not like, okay, you have to stop till here only. Okay, try to research it. Okay, use the YouTube, Google, whatever you want. Okay, and get some extra details. I think most of the time we guys are using mobile, right? Almost, yes or no? But for what purpose? For what purpose you are using mobile mostly? Guys?
Social media, sir.
Social media, right? Entertainment. Okay. So cut that part for now. Okay. Cut that. Like, I'm not saying, okay, don't use it. Okay. Obviously, it's a part of our life now. Okay. So use it. Okay. But cut it down. Okay. And spend more time on what? For doing some research. Okay. Use the Google, YouTube. Okay. Explore about testing interview question. Okay. Or explore something. Okay. Which is related to your testing profile. Okay. Explain about something about the project, how to explain the project. Okay, how to attend the interviews as a manual test engineer, or as a software test engineer, or the functional test engineer. Getting it, guys? Okay, so try to explore in more, okay, in your YouTube, okay, or Google, because that will only going to help you, right? It's not going to help me, it's going to help you. You will get some additional knowledge. Correct, guys? Because it's a free open source. Okay, cool. So see this. Okay, I can say that, okay, in Google, YouTube, you will get everything, but what things you will not get? Can someone tell me? You will get everything, no matter it's a Java or whatever technology you want to learn. Everything you will get into the YouTube or here and there, right? As a free. Correct, guys? But the one thing is missing is like, all of you agree?
Yes, sir.
Okay, how to follow that? Okay, how to what is the first step, second step? Okay, what all things you need to do? Okay, because these all things, you know, like very rare people are exposing in real time. Okay, or you will not get anywhere. Okay, you can check for any of the profile. I'm not talking about the testing, for any profile. Something they will not explain. Okay, something they will they will explain something. Okay, in between they will not provide sufficient information. Again, they will start some new topic. Okay, so in between, lot of gap will be there. Okay, so proper guidance you will not get it. So that's the reason people are joining what some trainings and all to get a proper guidance. Okay, if you will have the proper guidance how to do these activities, okay, what is the steps to what to move into this IT side or testing profile or Java, okay, If you are having a proper guidance, easily you can get a job, or easily you can survive into the IT industry if you are having a proper guidance. Correct? I think I can say that in real time, our family people are also working in IT. Are they really helping properly? Are they really guiding what exactly need to be done? What you guys are feeling? Are they giving time to you to what guide, okay, for your career? It's a very rare, okay. It's a human being nature, okay, like it's a very common, okay. No one will have, okay, or no one want to spend a time for this giving guidance and all, okay, because they know that, okay, IT is all about it, okay, and anyone can grow at any point, correct, guys? That is the IT, that is the reality of IT, okay. No one can control any of the people, okay. If you are a more highly skilled people, you can grow like anything, okay. And people know that, okay, if I'll get this person, okay, I think he will get a more salary, okay, or he will grow his career, something like people are having. That is a common human tendency, right? We are saying, right? People are not liking the other, what success, something we are saying, right? Specifically our neighbors, not in there, but that is a common human behavior, I think. Okay. So the main thing is, like, I can say that guidance part, okay. If you are having correct mentor, okay, if you are getting a correct guidelines, easily you can get a job, okay, or easily what you can move into this IT side, okay, you can grow your career. Getting it, guys? Because remaining everything is available. Cool. So don't worry, this is like small gyan, so don't mind.